Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello people and welcome to Footy Judge Mo. Assalamu alaikum for everybody that is here. May peace be on you all. There is a lot of news to talk about and I just wanted to tell you guys something before I actually head out of here later, and this might be my last stream here. I'm actually going back to America. Everybody knows that I'm in Egypt at the current moment and I'm going back to America. So it is going to be very, very hard for me to do morning streams again because the difference in hours is about 6 hours between the UK and in America. Might be temporary in America again, or I might come back, or I might stay for a bit. So it will be very hard for me to wake up at 4 in the morning to do streams. So I thought I would do an early stream where you will talk about Isak. Chances of going to Liverpool again. Hugo Ekitike and Arsenal are targeting both Eze and Eze and Xavi Simons to go to Arsenal. There is the news about Mbeumo that I wanted to talk about to Man United because someone asked me. Big up everybody that is here. Let's hit that like button. There's 200 people. Let me just, before I get into the news, we got all the news for you. We got the Mbeumo. Of course, we got the Isak news. Of course, we got the Xavi Simons and Eze. Of course, we got the Gyökeres update. We got Isak, of course, and Luis Diaz moving, and Rodrygo and Thierry Henry. What he said about Arteta. I'm good. I'm good. To be honest with you, I'm gonna address couple of things. Big up Kingsley. Hit that like button, people. Let's get to 200 likes live. I want to address a comment here that if someone is copying someone and just saying stuff, Mr. Gary McRae, clickbait shite, you're getting like your girlfriend Karen Flowers. I know who taught you that word, of course. We all know who taught you that word. We all know who do you watch on the space of YouTube, and I know exactly where this word is coming from. Rinsing the last bit of news about Isak. If you are that desperate for cash, get a proper instead of talking shit. I'm just gonna give you a couple of things. Number one, I do this for a living. Number two, we actually here on Footy Judge Mo, we report on the news, and there are news that dropped yesterday evening from Ben Jacobs, from The Athletic as well, which is a very reliable source. So you're talking about clickbait. If I invent the news, it's fine, you can come for me. But you're coming here on my chat and you're crying like a little baby, of course, on my chat. Clickbait. Oh my God, why is it? Don't watch. There is 50,000 channels that are free. You can literally watch. I do this for my community, right? And if you are here and you're trying to cry and you think this comment is going to upset me in the morning, I think you're only wrong. I'm going to finish this show, go see my wife. We're going to hang out a little bit, run some errands before I come back and pack my luggage and leave. And I'm just going to do this. You think you're going to rattle me here? I am sitting here, alhamdulillah, and I just started the show like 4 minutes ago. And I have 300 people watching me. Inshallah, we'll move up to 500, 600 people watching me. And I'm talking to the people in the chat, and you're here crying about it. And you're, oh, clickbait. And so don't watch. Then go and watch your beloved people that you watch. I don't know who you watch on YouTube. It's free. It's crazy that someone comes to someone's chat and put this comment. So it is ridiculous. Like yeah, we don't need to talk about Isak. We don't need to talk about the news. We don't need to talk about anything, of course. Why? We can just sit here and we can just not do anything. It's actually crazy how some people come to chats and literally just cry. We try to get MHF back, of course. Big up Tyler. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Like, seriously, it's crazy, Kingsley. How can some people come to people's chat and literally just, oh my God, why are you clickbaiting? Don't watch. You clicked it. It literally worked. It literally worked. To be honest, you're like that little bitch. Like I said, I'm not sleeping with you. I'm sorry to all the people. I'm not sleeping with you. I'm not sleeping with you. I'm not going to the apartment with you. And then 2 minutes later, she's in the apartment naked. You know what I mean? Literally this. It's like that guy who's like, I'm not buying this. I'm not buying this. His shirt is too expensive. And then 5 minutes later, he's wearing the shirt and walking out. You know what I mean? And walking out to the store, paying £1,000. And you're like, really? Walking out. It's like, I'm not buying this shirt. It's $1,000. And then you're wearing this hat and wearing the shirt and walking out smiling. Broski, don't come to my chat and tell me I'm doing clickbait. You clicked it. It worked. I got an ad from you. I made money from you by clicking it. I literally made money from you by clicking it. You said clickbait and you clicked. And I made money. Alhamdulillah. And I made money from you. Oh my God. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to start quickly by Mbeumo. I got to say a couple of things about Mbeumo before I go to the Isak. I'm going to say a couple of things about Mbeumo is that he's a fantastic player that suits Amram to the team. But for everyone that is crying, Manchester United have actually done this properly. To be honest, they negotiated. Yes, it took so long and it was not the best scenario for Manchester. I'm sorry, excuse me. I literally woke up 45 minutes ago. And now at the end, he did it in front of you. It's 4 installments. So basically, Man United are paying 16.5 or 16.25. You know what I mean? A year. Basically, this year cost them 16.5. That is nothing. They're going to pay it in 4 installments. It is very good. And why do people do the add-ons included? It's 65 SEP. If Noni Madueke wins for 52, if Elanga wins for 55, I believe that Mbeumo for 65 is a good price for Manchester United. Probably the add-ons if Man United make Champions League, and as Terry and Staffy said yesterday, if Man United make Champions League, nobody will care about the extra 6 million. It's a very good signing. They need to move to a forward. I believe if Man United get a proper striker next season, along with Mbeumo and Cunha, I genuinely think that Man United will have a good season. A good season by their standards is trying to challenge for Champions League spots, is getting European places, and I think that should be the target. If people actually trying to make fun of Man United for Mbeumo had a season that is probably 4 times better than Madueke, and Arsenal paid for Madueke around 52 million, so 65 million is actually not a lot. You know what I mean? We have to be honest about Man United. They negotiated, and basically the installments and the paying terms are really in their favor. They don't have to pay a lot up front. They're only going to pay 1 installment. And I know that a lot of you, and I want to speak about this before I move to the Arsenal and the Liverpool talk. A lot of you, and also if there is Chelsea news, please let me know in the chat if you want, because I haven't seen a lot of Chelsea news lately apart from Eze. Mbeumo is someone that is very good. If Arsenal got Mbeumo for 65 million instead of Madueke, you would have said that Arsenal got a massive upgrade for the team. Because Mbeumo can play on the right side as a backup for Saka, can play behind the forward, can play as a second striker, and he's also a left-footed. You got Madueke, a left-footed, that actually prefers playing on the right and cutting on his left. So Man United got Mbeumo for 65 million. Who got the better? Can you guys tell me in the chat? Who got the better deal? Manchester United with Mbeumo for 65 or Arsenal for Madueke for 52? One name only, Arsenal or Man United. You gotta be honest with you. And people say, oh Mo, you simp for Arsenal, you do this. You let me know. And if you're an Arsenal fan, I want you to be honest. Who would you rather get? Your club paying 52 for Noni, which is a good player. I'm gonna talk about Noni Madueke, or Man United for 65 million for Mbeumo. You gotta be honest with yourself. Let me know. Even the Arsenal fan here, Buns, is saying definitely Mbeumo, 100%. There's people that said I want Kudus, which is fine. But you gotta be honest. Who got the better deal? You know what I mean? It's definitely Manchester United, without a shadow of a doubt, for the 65 million that they paid for Mbeumo. Because listen, Man United got Mbeumo, who suits the system. Arsenal got Madueke, who doesn't suit the system apart from being a backup for Saka. He's a good player though. Noni Madueke, is he top? He's not top. Like Noni Madueke as a backup for Saka is a floor raiser, and I said that yesterday, right? I said that yesterday. But to be honest with you, if you are asking me who raises the ceiling for their club, Mbeumo raised the ceiling for Man United. Arsenal raised the floor with Madueke for 52. So that is the reality. Madueke is not that bad, but by the way, Mbeumo has 2 years left on his contract. He has 1 year left on an option, and you know that Brentford would have used that option. They didn't pay. It's literally in front of you, and it says it's 65 million pounds plus 6 add-ons. Up to. That is the thing. People that say, why are you comparing? Because someone said that they paid so much money for Mbeumo. So I'm trying to explain to you why they didn't pay so much money for Mbeumo. Look at the terms. 4 installments. They pay 16 million a year, basically. That is not a lot. Mbeumo is a great player. Mbeumo is a great player for that much money. Is 52 including add-ons? Maybe you can educate me, my friend, because I didn't know that 50 million. I'm also, if Elanga's 55 million, Mbeumo for 65 is not a lot. Mbeumo had a better season than Elanga. Chelsea got Joao Pedro for 60 million. Mbeumo had a better season than Joao Pedro. Maybe Joao Pedro is going to be the better player. I'm not saying that Joao Pedro is not the better player. And I'm going to show you what Terry put a picture the other day, and it's actually very good. Let me just download it from somewhere. Let me just check. because there is a picture about all the deals. Let me just put the picture that Terry put yesterday, and it's actually a very good picture that is actually compare all of them. Here you go. Let's see. Or maybe you can put it on the other one. It's actually very, very good by Terry, actually. Hit that like button. We got over 400 people here. Can we get the likes up a little bit? Support the channel, guys. Wallahi, support the channel. Here you go. Basically, that is the tweet. You tell me, guys, it's in front of you. Who got the best deal? Kudus for 55, Madueke for 48 million. See, it's fair, 48 million plus 4 add-ons. So only 48 million pounds for Madueke. Now I'm educated. Elanga for 55. Gittins for 48.5. Joao Pedro for 55. Cunha for 62.5. Or Mbeumo for 65. I want you to tell me a name. I want you to tell me a name. Like, who got the better deal out of them? I'm going to do your comment, Bindalo. Who got the better deal? Look at the prices of these wingers. Look at the prices of these wingers in front of you. This is absolutely crazy, in my opinion. Absolutely crazy, in my opinion. Kudus, Mbeumo, Joao Pedro. You think Joao Pedro for 16 GA for 55 is better than Mbeumo? You guys think so? Is that what we think here? Right? Is that what we think? Who got the better deal? I'm going to leave the picture in front of you to actually see. Right? That's why Liverpool, by the way, are asking for that much money. It is haram in this market if Liverpool get less than 70 million for Diaz. Pounds. Pounds. By the way, if Bayern are offering 67 million euros, they're trying to scam Liverpool. They're trying to scam Liverpool. And don't tell me about the player who's going to be better. I believe that Pedro is going to be a great player for Chelsea. I believe that Joao Pedro is going to be a fantastic player for Chelsea. But based on the numbers that Mbeumo had last season, literally, Mbeumo probably, arguably, one of the best deals out there for in the current market. That is, you look at it and that's what you think. You know what I mean? Like, Elanga's 52, so maybe it's reported wrong, Jordi Toon for life. Maybe it's reported wrong. Yes. Do you know how old Himothy is in Mbeumo? Do you know how old is Mbeumo, or you don't? Do you know? I don't think you know. You know, Mbeumo is only 25, right? Like, at the end of his contract, he's going to be only 30. So it's a very, very good deal for Man United. He's in prime age. He's in prime age. Guys, we have about 500 people in the house. We really need to get to, at least I said, in solo shows with your help, right? We need to get to 300 likes so his show goes to new people. We get new subscribers. So hit that like button and subscribe, guys, to the channel if you're new here, right? If you're new here, so hit that like button. Let's get to 300 likes. You can have 500. Let's get 500 likes. Mods, push the likes. Yani, we got like 200 votes and we don't even have 200 likes. Can we get the likes up a little bit? It helps the channel. It helps the video. Yeah, but Gyökeres didn't play in the Premier League. And also, if you are convinced, big up Omar Habibi. If Gyökeres played in the Premier League, how many goals do you think he's gonna score? You know what I mean? And let's talk about the news. Like, for the rest, where do you think? I'm gonna ask the last question about Man United. What do you think the ceiling for Man United, especially if they get a striker? Let's see, Man United striker. If Man United, let's see the news. Nicholas Jackson, there is Sesko, there is Oli Watkins. Oh my God. The problem is Sesko or Jackson are not going to score a lot of goals. for Manchester United. So that is the problem. Sisqo, who is the target for Man United? I think Oli Watkins would be the best, but the problem is Oli Watkins is his age, to be honest. A lot of people are saying from 5th to 6th, top 8. People are really thinking that Man United can break into the Europa League places. By the way, Tyler, if Man United get 5th, they literally get Champions League football. Because it might look like it's a Champions League football next season for the 5th place in the Champions League. I think that would be crazy, if I'm not mistaken. You know, that would be absolutely crazy. If Villa want Garnacho, Man United demand Oli Watkins. If Oli Watkins is sold, I think that triggers a domino effect. The domino effect will be Morgan Rogers going to Chelsea, you know? Morgan Rogers going to Chelsea. So that would be absolutely nuts. In my opinion, 10th, 12th. 12th. Oh my God. United need to get the best player of the rest, basically get the best players out of the top 6. In my opinion, Man United should not think about the future, Sam, as much as think about next season in isolation. What I mean is that Man United need to get back to Europe. So if it's Oli Watkins, get Oli Watkins. If they think it's Jackson, get Jackson. If you think it's Sisqo, get Sisqo. But that is different than thinking about the future and building for the future. I believe that Mbeumo and Cunha and these guys, maybe. But I believe they really need to get next season correct, of course. I'm not going to start on Arsenal. Actually, I'm going to start on Arsenal. But I want to hear what Thierry Henry have said. And I hope that you guys, you let me know in the chat if you hear what Thierry Henry is saying, because I'm going to play the video. Put a yes if you can hear, put a no if you can hear, and hit that like button.
Do I think that Mikel Arteta is doing a great job? Tremendous job. Do I think he should get the sack? Hell no. Am I going to think that we're going to win the league this year? Yes. It's been good. It's got to be better. I do understand when people are just saying now, are we going to go over the line? I understand the question now when people are like, 5 years, second, we came short. That doesn't mean we're going to come short again. You're not going to win all the time. But to be in a situation to win, you need to be first and foremost in a situation to know how to win. That's what they've done recently. And hopefully they can go over the line. Do I think that Mikel Arteta is doing a great job? Tremendous.
I actually got to say a couple of things about Thierry Henry and what he's saying here. It's just, I think he's trying to get on the better side of Mikel Arteta and the club. He's absolutely right. That is something that a lot of people ignore. For you to actually win, you got to be in a place that you can win. And that is what Arteta did. However, he's speaking facts about your second. Now, you know how to win. Now you got the second place. Now you challenge. Now, you need to get over the line. He's speaking facts. But I have a different approach to this. Are Arsenal doing enough in this window to actually win the Premier League? To at least be favorites to win the Premier League? There is a world where Arsenal can be favorites to win the Premier League, especially if Liverpool don't get Isak. If Arsenal go and spend more money and try to get better in sale, I'm being honest here, because I genuinely believe, that is my belief. If Arsenal go and try to convince Rodrygo to leave the club, go and get Eze and got Gyökeres with Zubamendi, I genuinely believe that puts Arsenal on par with Liverpool. I know that a lot of Liverpool fans will not agree with me, but getting the likes of Rodrygo will prevent Liverpool from trying to get Rodrygo, because the Arsenal midfield is good. Yes, they don't have Wirtz. The Arsenal defense is very good. It will be better than Liverpool next season for a couple of reasons. Gyökeres is new. Frimpong is new. While Arsenal have their defense intact. And if you don't agree, it is fine. Right? And I get it. And that's why Garcia, that's why I'm saying that is what I think Arsenal should do, to at least be in a place where they can actually be on par with Liverpool, same level as Liverpool. You know what I mean? Now they go on target the likes of Xavi Simons and Eze. And by the way, it is reported yesterday by Ben Jacobs that Gabriel Martinelli or Trossard leave, Arsenal could sign both Eze and Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons probably will cost the same money as Rodrygo, by the way. You know, Leipzig just paid about 60 million euros or 70 million euros for him. So they definitely gonna try, right? They're definitely gonna try to make money on him. Jack here is saying so many dominoes have to fall in place for Rodrygo to leave in general. I actually disagree with you. It will take one club to actually convince Rodrygo to leave, right? If he does, lots of club will be there, but I have to see. It's not going to be a hard for Rodrygo to leave. If Xabi, and by the way, I was speaking to a couple of my friends who are Real Madrid fans for over 25 years or even 30 years. Yesterday, I was sitting with them. They're a couple of my Egyptian friends. They know a lot about football. I want to do an Arabic podcast with them if I come to Egypt. I actually believe that Rodrygo wants to stay. Real Madrid, as of now, Xabi Alonso, doesn't have him in his plans unless they sell Vinny to Saudi Arabia, which is currently Vinny doesn't want to go. And they don't want to sell Vinny, they want him to renew. So I believe that if someone go, by the way, and convince Rodrygo that he's coming or going to the right project like Bayern, like Liverpool, Arsenal, whatever, I believe he leaves. It depends, because as of now, all the reports are saying that Rodrygo loves the club, that Rodrygo doesn't want to leave, that Rodrygo wants to stay at Real Madrid and wants to prove himself. Well, Xabi Alonso doesn't have you in his plan, my friend. You better go somewhere else. It's a World Cup year. You might lose your spot in the Brazilian team. You better go to Liverpool or Arsenal or Bayern or wherever that will give you minutes to play. So now it is down to one of the clubs to try to convince Rodrygo to go. As it is reported by Fabrizio Romano, so that is not now someone from Brazil. That is Fabrizio Romano who's saying that Real Madrid are opening the door. They're basically pushing him out of the door. They're like, bro. He wants to stay. He's like, you know what? He's like that guy that keeps like showing up at the girls' door. And she's like, bro, I don't want you, bro. Like, go somewhere else. I got another man here. He's like, mama, give me a shot. Give me a shot. I want to stay. And they're like, go. Yeah, like, you know that girl that keeps rejecting that guy, the same guy that keeps knocking on the door, showing up underneath her balcony, waiting for her. And she's like, I don't want you. I see you like a brother, you know. I don't want you at my door. I got another man. You're not my type. And he's sticking around. That is exactly Rodrygo. Like, it keeps reported that Real Madrid are opening for a sale. So better another girl comes in and takes the guy. You know what I mean? Genuinely. You know what I mean? Like, Real Madrid don't want you. They don't want to have you at their club. Xabi Alonso doesn't want you. So Liverpool need to go and convince him. Arsenal need to go and convince. And by the way, 100 million euros is how much? Can someone do the math? What is 100 million euros? Wallah al-Azim, you guys are fraud. 700 people in the house. 700 people in the house. And we don't have even 200 likes. You guys are doing me dirty. You guys are doing me dirty. £86 million. 86. And by the way, Rodrygo is still in love. It's complicated. He has to make a big decision. The interest is from England. That's what he's saying. 86. And by the way, there are other news about Rodrygo that no one wants to talk about. That Rodrygo is actually now, I think I bookmarked it. You know, that Rodrygo is actually, they are willing to negotiate. Where is it? Yeah, this one. Fabrizio here said that they're gonna start at 100 and they are willing to get reduced. So you might get him for like 80 million pounds. Mbeumo went for 65. Madueke for 48. And that would be a total package. Ilanga for 55, and you're telling me, right? They're literally, they want more than 100, but it can be reduced. Why you're ignoring the second part? But there is going to be start in negotiation over 100 million. So why not try to get Rodrygo at your club? And that, but I go back to what Arsenal are doing. Xabi Simons is a good player. Where is he going to play? He's very similar to Eze. You know what I mean? They're like, it's very similar to Eze. Yes, he's more, excuse me, he's more of a advanced 10, but in the same time, you got to look at him and think, okay, we're going to get Eze. Why would we try to get Xabi Simons? Why don't you go out and get an out-and-out winger? I don't understand. And someone here is saying, that's a very good conversation to have. If I'm Rodrygo, I go to Liverpool. Why? Can you explain why? Can you explain why? Al Hilal to bid 200 million, 250 million. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, there is the talk of Isak and his wages. People are saying because Arteta is not a good coach. So we're not even going to give Arteta a chance maybe to work. So Arteta, there is no win with Arteta. Like, the guy cannot win. Like, it's actually funny that the guy cannot win. Big up Castro for being a member for 3 months. Like and subscribe, you frauds. Come on and go, yeah, guys, over 700 now. We need to get to 500 likes live. Hit that like button and subscribe. Anfield sector. But I do have Anfield sector as a... what is... Anfield sector. Okay, what did Anfield sector say? Here you go. Oh my God! Yeah, well, what did they say? Did they translate it even? Yeah, I looked at it. Did they translate it even? Rory. Okay, everyone wants me to watch something. Rory talks football. Okay. Team 1. Okay, Mazos Kelly, Saka, Gyökeres, Madueke Eze, Trossard. The recent depth, yes, 100%, yes. So what is it about? Like, but that depth is good. Norgard, Merino, and Nwaneri, that is good. But is it better than Liverpool's? Is it better than Liverpool? I don't understand. I don't understand the obsession with what's his name? Xabi Simons. He's a good player, but that's about it, to be honest. But that's about it. Like, Arsenal need to go and do something else. By the way, the Gyökeres news. It is said here again that Arsenal remain focused on Eze and they might get both. You might get both. Yeah, but if Arsenal sell, a lot of people in the chat are saying that it will be one of them. But in the same time, if Arsenal sell Trossard, which is, I think Trossard might go, to be honest with you. To some, I think Trossard will go. And now Arsenal are going to try to get both. But I don't understand why Arsenal don't go and try to get a better left winger that is an out-and-out winger. What is so, like, why? Why Arsenal are not trying to get a left winger that is an out-and-out winger? It actually doesn't make any sense to me, to be honest with you. Like, it is strange that, but do Arsenal have a, like, I want genuinely to speak, I'm going to speak about the Isak news and all the stuff that is happening. Are we sitting here and saying that no matter what Arsenal and Liverpool do, Liverpool will always be the favorites to win the league? Always be the favorites to win the league? Maybe. I'm not convinced about what is this, to be honest, because we remember that things happen in seasons. Like things don't go your way. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like Liverpool, when they were top of the league 2 years ago and things didn't go their way and they didn't win the league, because I said that Liverpool should have won the league at that year because they were top of the league by January, and I believe that they went to February or March and they were top of the league, and then they started dropping points because Nunes missed chances and they had some injuries and stuff. Things, as long as the other teams are within touching distance, right, you still have a chance of trying to win the league. But you gotta do the best to have depth. You know what I mean? Right? Yeah, that 30 million is a huge difference based on our sales. No, it's not a huge difference. It's not that much difference in the grand scheme of things. By the way, people are saying that Rodrygo is gonna be 100. Well, he might be less than this. Mo, what do we need to challenge for the title considering Liverpool and City business? Don't forget Rodri back for City. I don't think City are going to be that great this season. If they are that good, it will be down to Pep Guardiola. I genuinely believe Eze, Rodrygo, Gyökeres, Arsenal are cooking. Liverpool, get Rodrygo, Ekitike only, cooking. Isak, Liverpool are absolutely heavily favorites. Well, big up my man for the first support of, big up my guy for the first support of the channel, first donation today, and the first super chat of the day on Footy Judge Mo. You are ahead of everyone. You are ahead of everyone. Thank you so much, Hakai, for the massive support. I appreciate you so much. My man, Mo, deep this out of 3 years, Arsenal was pushing unstoppable City team and nearly won it. If we only had a killer striker up front last year, Liverpool never really had any pressure on them till the end. To be fair, Liverpool never had any pressure till the end. If you had a striker, but Liverpool literally last season played without a striker. But Arsenal had injuries. But we need to remember that Liverpool last season played Diaz as a striker and Gakpo some games. Right? Literally this. And by the way, you not having a striker is down to your recruitment. You could have tried for a striker last season, but when Cisco said no, you guys didn't go for another striker. You said we're going to wait a year. You banked on Kai Havertz continuing with the form that he had the season before. He got injured the second half of the season. But we know that when Kai Havertz got injured, we know that Arsenal were out of the title race. You have to be honest. Right? You have to be honest with yourself, Hakai. Last season, I know that Kai Havertz got injured and you played Moreno up top. Right? But you knew that by January, you lost the league and Kai Havertz basically, even if he stayed fit, you wouldn't have won the league. Most likely you wouldn't have won the league because Liverpool would have won the league. You were never like, basically there was no title race. Because by January, we knew that Liverpool will win this title. By January, right? Am I wrong to say this? Am I wrong to say this, Hakai? Yeah. You should have tried for a striker in last summer. You should not have banked on Kai Havertz repeating the season that he had before. You should have tried in the summer. Liverpool, their man, Mohamed Salah, was banging goals left and right. Van Dijk was top. Konate was fit. Gravenberch played a great season. With the team that you had, I didn't think you had a chance. To be honest with you, you needed a proper number 9. And it's proven, by the way, it is proven in the Man United game when you lost, where Kai Havertz missed abundance of chances that game. And at the end, you lost on penalties. So you basically had a draw. If you had a proper number 9, if you had a proper striker, you might have won the game. Against Man United. Right? That is the reality. Now you are going to get Gyökeres. Now you're going to get the number 9 you want. Like, one of the things that Arsenal did last season, and we called it out, is that it's not only that Arsenal didn't get a striker, also Arteta didn't play good football, especially in the league. You might have played good football in the Champions League, But knockout stages are different. Knockout stages are different. You know what I mean? So you didn't play great football. Well, Liverpool played very good football last season. Defended well, attacked well. Liverpool. That is the reality. Like, to be honest, yes, you had injuries, but it wasn't only because of the injuries, Muhammad. It wasn't only because of the injuries. You didn't play good football in the beginning. Your football was slow, was lethargic. Martinelli didn't have a good season. The only one that had a good season, like the only one that had a good season probably is maybe Bukayo Saka before he got injured. But also, I gotta tell you something. You know, Declan Rice didn't start the season very well. Yes, and he came back and he didn't play good football. Maybe injuries played a part in how Arsenal played football. But even with some of your players fit, they weren't performing to the highest level. Even Saliba, by the way, by his standard, didn't have a season like the season before. But we'll see how it goes. Yes, you didn't get to start with any momentum, and you needed to adjust and adapt and everything, right? By the way, same to Liverpool, like the season before when the forwards started dropping form and didn't score money. That happened to Liverpool as well. Guys, can we get to 400 likes live? Hit that like button. Mods, why don't you remind people to like the video? Mo, if we get Gyökeres Eze, do you think we will challenge Liverpool considering the business Liverpool have done? You will challenge Liverpool regardless. I'm telling you from now. I am telling you from now. By the way, for everyone that is crying about Isak, I genuinely think, to be honest. By the way, the Gyökeres news is full agreement now for Victor Gyökeres, who I think is going to be fantastic. And it's going to be fantastic. Can you, this comment, Ron, can you tell me, define surprise? Are you going to challenge? Are you going to get force? Are you going to get, can you just define surprise for me? Can you define surprise people for me? Gyökeres, hope is for a breakdown over the weekend with a small portion of the add-on still in discussion, 63 million euros plus 10 million add-ons. That is great. It's very good for them. Like, you can, Arsenal will challenge, to be honest with you. It's just getting Gyökeres by himself. I'm not sure if that is enough. I'm not sure if that is enough. Why do people keep telling me Anfield sector, bro? And sector. What is Anfield sector says? He didn't say anything. But I gotta say something about this. That's almost 300 likes, as Tyler says. Come on now. This is probably my last morning show for a while, so you better get the likes up. It's my last morning show probably for a while, because in America, the time difference is mad. So can we get the like? At least you can get me to 500 likes on this show. Support it. Support it. We'll talk about Isak. But if Arsenal get Gyökeres and Liverpool are still hoping to get Isak, right? He wants a higher wage, right? He wants a higher wage. Can you cut, like, literally, that's the Athletic that said that they might need to trim the wage bill somewhere or even sell. By the way, there is someone that did a mad tweet yesterday that he's going to be sold to Saudi Arabia and then they're going to loan him back. And that was crazy and people believed it. And it was a prank and a troll account. So, by the way, this is a Newcastle reporter, as Himothy is saying. This is a Newcastle reporter, as Himothy is saying. So, you better actually think about this. And wow, someone, by the way, someone is really using exactly my thumbnail on their YouTube, by the way, which is, I don't mind. but they're really using exactly my thumbnail on their YouTube. That is actually crazy. Like, it popped in front of me because it's my thumbnail. They're using my thumbnail on their video. But that is crazy, actually. Wallahi, that is nuts. That is nuts, actually. I've never seen this in my life. Someone, his name is Eric. I don't know him. But let me show you then. Let me show you. This is funny. It's funny. It's funny. Seriously, because I've never seen this. Here you go. This is the video. Exactly. Look at this. That's the thumbnail. You see this? Let me zoom in so you can see. That's my thumbnail right there. Watch this. This is my, I don't know who Eric is, but I don't mind anybody, by the way. I don't like to do, this is thumbnail, and let me show you my channel. Let me show you my channel. This is it. You see this thumbnail on the right side? I can't see it, bro. I don't know where is it. Let me show you. Maybe I can change it. Maybe I can change it. This is, I'm gonna zoom out. You guys can see. Watch this thumbnail. Where did it go? Yeah, this one. You see this one? This thumbnail is exactly the same. This one. There you go. This the one in the top right. That's my thumbnail. They just cut it and they literally used it, which is fine. I don't mind, but it's actually crazy. It's actually crazy. And it's actually crazy that YouTube pushed it to me. Like, I'm opening my home tab and they pushed it to me. You know what I mean? Like, it popped on my, and this guy has 5,000 subscribers already. You know what I mean? It's not like he has 5,000 subscribers already. Like, that is someone that is like, it's not someone with like 100, 200 subscribers that are trying to grow their channel. That's 5,000 subscribers. Someone thinks that Liverpool are going to get Ekitike, Isak, and Rodrygo. Wallahi, if that happens, in the stream, Dave. End the stream, Dave. Oh my God. If that happens, end the stream, Dave. That would be crazy. You know what I mean? Like, having like Isak, Rodrygo, and Ekitike in the season now. But the thing about it, if that happens, Hussam will be in the mob because now Ekitike and Rodrygo cannot. Probably he had the thumbnail and the guy that does the design for me, maybe he took the thumbnail from him. Maybe you're right. You know what I mean? Maybe you're correct. Maybe you are correct. Maybe I took that. Maybe my designer stole the thumbnail from him. Maybe that is what happened. You know what I mean? Like the video, people, as Ziad Zone is here in the chat. Big up Zizo. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We got over 700 people. Let's get to 400 likes live. Right, maybe. We will play 4-4-2. What do you mean, Mo? That is a funny comment. Ekitike will bench Isak, people are saying. If Liverpool, by the way, I believe Hassan is saying, let's talk about Everton. What do you want me to talk about Everton for? How many Everton fans do I have in the chat? By the way, let me ask you something. You genuinely, like Isak, I believe, and that is just a feeling. I don't want people to get triggered. You know what I mean? I don't want people to get triggered. I believe that Isak is polite. He likes the city. He likes to, he likes Newcastle. But I believe, that is my belief. If I was him, I would want to go to Liverpool. If it was me, if I was Isak, and I want you to listen, if I was Isak, I would want to leave to go to Liverpool. I'll be tempted. I'll be tempted to join Liverpool. It's very obvious that it doesn't go away. You know what I mean? That it doesn't go away. That thing, it doesn't go away. Thank you so much, Tyler. As always, hit the like button, people. Subscribe if you're new. Isak is not Hugo. He is happy at Newcastle. That's why I said, if it was me. But can you convince me, why would Isak choose to stay at Newcastle instead of going to Liverpool? He's getting less wages. Liverpool team might win the league or the Champions League. Liverpool might give him a 5-year contract. Newcastle have a 3-year left. Newcastle can tell him that we can't get your salary up to 200. What is stopping him from trying to go to Liverpool? I know that you like your team, but you have to be honest. You have to give me a reason, a genuine reason. Why would Isak stay at Newcastle instead of going to Liverpool? You just let me know. Be honest and let me know. Are Newcastle going to win the title now? Is he going to renew? The only way I see him liking to stay at Newcastle, if he renews the contract, and now he's thinking, I'm going to be the captain of Newcastle in 3 years. I want to stay with Bruno Guimaraes, Tonali. We're going to challenge for titles in 2-3. I don't believe that Newcastle will challenge this season or next season. I believe the season after. So I want you to give me one genuine, if someone who's not renewing their contract, why would he want to stay? Again, he needs money. Like, I think Isak is one of the best. I think Isak is one of the best strikers in the world, right? If you are one of the best strikers in the world, you better be playing with the best players. Liverpool fans are coping hard. From Isak and Ekitike can play together to Isak and Ekitike at Liverpool. Now go and pay £85 million for your second choice. Big up German Chicken Wing. Big up my friend. Thank you so much for the support. Right? Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate you. Liverpool got their second choice. It's not bad. He's a good player, Ekitike. I think he's going to be great in the Premier League. But the Isak thing is not dying. And you know that if Newcastle are open for selling, as it says, Liverpool will be there at the door. And there is no one else. There is no one else. You know, and I know that Liverpool will be at the door. Also, Luis Diaz maintained like he wants to leave. So Liverpool might have the money, right? I believe that he would want to go to Liverpool, to be honest with you. Like, it just makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. Newcastle took a chance on Isak and gave him an opportunity to play in the Premier League when nobody else would. He's grateful and knows that he signed for a long-term project. But again, can Newcastle match his wage demands? My man, nobody plays football for free in these days. No one plays football for free. There has to be a reason. Like, even when people ask me about the Italian player staying at Inter, I say they want the money, but they prefer the cheaper life and the lifestyle in Italy. So my friend, you gotta be realistic and honest. Sometimes you gotta look at this and think that they might not be able to match his wage structure, wage as it says on this tweet. And it's the Athletic that they might not be able to actually match his wage. Everything else is different. Like they don't want to sell the project, but what if he wants the money? What if he wants the money? What would you say? You definitely would say that he would want to stay, he would want to leave and go to a place that will pay him higher. Isak wants to join Barcelona or Real Madrid. He said in an interview that he has unfinished business in Spain. He will hold out until next summer. That is a very good argument. I like this. At least you are giving me something to work with, something to discuss. That he would want to go to Real Madrid or Barcelona. So fine. Real Madrid are not going to sign him unless they sell Vinny Jr. Barcelona don't have the money. Barcelona don't have the money for it. So, by the way, Barcelona have a financial problem that they can't spend that much money. Who are they going to sell to raise money? They're going to sell Pedri or De Jong or Barsi. Who are they selling? Who are they selling? That is something that you need to think of. By the way, that they might not be able to sell. Pick up my man. Allah, thank you so much for making this stream financial wise worth it. Thank you. Appreciate you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the donation. You really think after going for their target, Newcastle will give them Isak? At times, I think football fans don't use their brains. They might be forced to sell, as it is reported, German chicken wing. My man, they might be forced to sell, and no one is going to pay them as much as Liverpool. That is PSR problem. You know what I mean? That is PSR problems. And I know that what you're talking about. Liverpool basically went for their second. Newcastle knew exactly that Liverpool would, bro. Newcastle knew exactly what is going to happen. That Liverpool, once they reject the Isak bid, they will go for Ekitike. Do you think Newcastle are idiots? These guys are smart. And as I mentioned before, they knew that this would happen. And they walked away from the deal within 24 hours. They knew that they are not going to get Ekitike. I am telling you that Newcastle knew that they are not going to get Ekitike because Liverpool are going to go for him. And Liverpool did. Unless Liverpool were going to sit at the table for a while to actually try to negotiate for Isak. Me and you know what I said on the football terrace. Me and you know that I literally said that I think, and I'm not in the know, I just said my opinion. That I said my opinion. That I believe that they exactly knew that Liverpool would go right away for Ekitike. And it's going to take and it took like 24 hours for them to go for Ekitike. And it happened. It happened right away. And they missed out on their target. They knew that. Don't tell me that they didn't know. They knew this. My man. Newcastle are not mad at Liverpool. Isak must go to Real Madrid in his last year of his contract. He will win multiple trophies there. So he won't win at at Liverpool. You're telling me, Hakai, that he won't win at Liverpool? So if he goes to Liverpool this season, he won't win the Premier League this season? That he is not heavily favorites to win the Premier League this season? They're definitely heavily favorites to win the Premier League this season. If I am 120 million to you, pay the wages, pay me the wages. I don't know what that means. All on others. I genuinely don't understand what that means. I don't understand what this means, my friend, but big up for the super chat. If I'm Isak, 120 million, I'm bigger than 120 million. One thing that's evident is all rivals' theories as to why Isak shouldn't join us. Show these rivals are terrified at the prospect of Isak joining Liverpool. You're spot on, Jack. That is what I mean. I'm just going to tell you something. I am terrified of the prospect of Isak joining Liverpool. I am myself said that a month ago. I am terrified of Isak joining Liverpool. Petrified. You know why I'm terrified? Because I'm afraid that the league this season will be wrapped up if Liverpool actually have Isak with Salah and Wirtz. I genuinely believe this. I believe that they might be like, I am literally scared. It's not because I don't like Liverpool, but because I believe that Isak gives Liverpool the upper hand right away. And I want, as someone who is neutral, I want a competitive league. I want a title race, regardless of who wins it. I want a good title race. To be honest, I want City, Liverpool, and Arsenal to battle for it. I don't want to see the title finished. We lived a boring time in the title race since February last season. I don't want this to happen. Hit that like button. Let's get to 400 likes at least live. Let's get to 400 likes live, guys. It's easy. We're 50 likes away. What the fuck? We have 500 votes and we don't have even 400 likes? Sophie's asking me a question. It's like, Mo, I have a question. Do you think PIF are stupid? No, I don't think so, Sophie. I think they're smart people. And they have people that know how to do business. So what next? So here I answered your question, Sophie. I answered the question. He never said this. He never said that he would rather go to Saudi. Right? Like, he never said that he would go to Saudi over Liverpool. He never said that. Who told you that this is happening? Who told you that this is happening? And Studio, thank you so much. You never know. Chelsea is unpredictable. We might sneak in to win the Premier League. Champ. What do you mean? You believe that Chelsea can win the Premier League? You believe that you believe that he is you believe that Chelsea can win the Premier League? It's actually, I think Chelsea have a chance, but a very slim chance. And I was speaking to the guys yesterday. I was speaking to my friends yesterday who are both Real Madrid fans, and they had Carlo Ancelotti for a while. That's about Chelsea, just a little bit. And they said something. They said that we were speaking about, here you go, another crybaby. We got them. They arrived. Another crybaby in the chat. Even though I am showing the Athletic news on the screen, another crybaby. Another crybaby in the chat, guys. They arrived, and they are abundance of them. There is plenty of them. I love it. They arrived. They are here. Of course. It literally says from the Athletic that they might need to sell and Liverpool are still waiting. It fucking says that. Fabrizio fucking Romano said this. Ya Allah. Yani Fabrizio Romano literally pinned it. Pinned it. It's fucking pinned. He literally pinned it again. It's ridiculous, dude. It gets annoying. I don't know what is going in Newcastle. No one knows. So we can only read the reports. Sophie, we can only read the reports, Sophie. That's what we can read. Where is the Isak news? It was somewhere here. I can't remember where I saw it. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. We don't know. Sophie, what did you say? What did you say, Sophie? The journalist said that Isak that Newcastle might sell. Like, it's in the Athletic, by the way. So why are people like not believing? I'm not saying he's gonna go. I'm still saying that Newcastle said that he's not for sale. Exactly, Jack. That's what I said. That's the thing. He said that Liverpool are still trying with Newcastle. They haven't spoken to Isak yet because they're not allowed to, but they have spoken to Newcastle. Like, so it's a possibility. It's a possibility that Liverpool can still sit at the table with Newcastle. Why not? And I believe that as Jack said, rivals are scared a little bit of the prospect of him joining Liverpool. A lot of people are. Because we remember that a lot of Arsenal fans were dreaming of Isak. Remember Dayo sat on the stream like, my dream is Isak. Go and get me Isak in the summer. Let's see. I hope that we get Isak. Bro. Yeah, probably it's on Anfield sector. Yes, I saw it yesterday. It's right here, I think. They actually pinned it yesterday. Let's see. It's right there. Yeah, this one. I actually thought I actually bookmarked it. If Newcastle changed their mind and decide to sell Isak to Liverpool, Liverpool are still open to that. They're not. So pair this. Okay, so hear me out. Which is fine. He's not leaving. Pair this, that Liverpool are not closing the door, with this. Just read the last sentence. If they do, they may need to trim the wage bill elsewhere or potentially sell due to PSR. So they might. Right? No one said that Liverpool are going to sign Isak, but they're not closing the door on him. So why are you saying that they're closing the door on him? They're not closing the door on the guy. He might. As a City fan, I'm not worried. Gyökeres or Osimhen is more dangerous, in my opinion. You serious? Gyökeres is more dangerous than Isak? Are you serious? Oh my word. Oh. It's the copium. Gyökeres is good, but he's not better than Isak. Osimhen is good, but he's not better than Isak. Are you crazy? No, if they sell Livramento, I believe that solves the PSR. But why would do you think they're gonna sell Livramento to City? That's not okay, Sophie. That is not Mo reporting, Sophie. That is not Mo. That is the Athletic. I swear, Sophie, that is not me. I think you keep saying that it's Mo talking. I don't know. Like, we don't know the finances of Newcastle, but this is the article from the Athletic. Okay, you're telling me that the PSR problems are resolved. Okay, fair enough. Like, fair enough. Fair enough. The problem is 100% it got people upset because no one believed that Isak will be even on the market for Liverpool to actually negotiate with him. The deal is not agreed between Liverpool and Ekitike. That is still, I don't know, my friend. I don't know why you can join the membership. Memberships are not that important. Like, I'm not worried that it's not about Liverpool. Liverpool can leave the door open all they want. It's about Newcastle, and they have been clear that Isak is not for sale. You don't understand, Mo. No, I don't understand. That's why I'm doing your comment. We used to beat Newcastle every time we meet them, and we never felt threatened by Isak. If anyone from Newcastle who always makes it difficult for us is Bruno Guimaraes, okay, fair enough. So you think that Isak, if he goes to Liverpool, it doesn't make Liverpool scary? Are you crazy? I think it makes Liverpool scary for exactly 15 likes away from 400. 400 likes live, guys. Actually, I wanted 500, but you all are crazy. You don't want to give me the 500 likes. You don't want to give me the 500 likes. I'm flying today. I might record a video and that's about it. No. Isak has scored in 3 different games versus City. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, that is great. Right? Am I crazy? I might be crazy. You never know. You never know if I'm crazy or not. You never know. At least Gyökeres. You think Gyökeres? So people really think that Gyökeres is better. Some people think Gyökeres is better than Isak. Is actually crazy. So if you all don't like Isak to go to Liverpool, go and hit that like button. We'll see how it goes, to be honest with you. I'm still like hesitant about. I want to wait for the window to end to see who's gonna go where. I'm going back to America, to be honest. I'm going back to my home in America. People are saying that Gyökeres is better than Isak. Is actually like a little bit crazy, to be honest with you. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. It's actually nuts where we are now, you know. Oh my God. There are more comments. Gyökeres filled at Brighton. Oh my God. Man, I want my striker to put the ball in the net. Gyökeres and Osimhen do it better. Bro, Isak is, to be honest with you. Okay, chat. Who would you rather have? Isak or Haaland? Now. Who would you rather have? Isak or Haaland? Honest. You watch now 3 seasons of Erling Haaland. Who would you like to have? Is it 2 seasons of Erling Haaland? 3 seasons of Erling Haaland. Who would you rather have? Isak or Haaland? Haaland. Big up Martin. Haaland. Haaland. What the fuck? Haaland? Haaland? Isak, Haaland? Why? Can someone tell me why? Can someone tell me why Isak is better than Haaland or Haaland better than Isak? Can you tell me why? Big up, Habibi. Oh, you said my government name. Oh, I'm gonna get scammed. Anyway, thank you, Mark. Can someone tell me why? Welbeck. Okay, I love your comments. You're always like coming with a name or coming with a comment that is not 30 tips. It is copy and move. Isak goes to Liverpool, the league is done. I genuinely believe that. Isak. I liked Aubameyang, but Aubameyang was not phenomenal. Like, Aubameyang was good, but he's not like, wow. He's not like, wow, to be honest with you. Like, Aubameyang is good, but no. Like, if Isak, the league is done. Does anybody believe that if Isak goes to Liverpool, the league is done for real? Does anyone believe that if Isak goes to Liverpool, the league is done? For real, for real. I want honesty. You think that the league is over, is done? Maybe. I think that it's that Liverpool are going to be heavily favorites, to be honest with you. Isak can create his own chances, unlike Haaland. Someone is making exactly the thing that I think about. Exactly that. Isak can literally create his own chances. I genuinely believe that that is something that people don't think about. He can create it. That is spot on. Someone is presenting an argument. I love it. Like, I believe that Isak can play in all the teams. Gyökeres 27 25 and 7 GA at Arsenal next season. Market, wow. You believe he's going to score 24 goals and get 7 assists? He's going to have 32 GA. You know, that would be a fantastic season for him. You know that, right? You know, that would be an amazing season for him. You know that, right? Phenomenal season for him. Stop disrespecting. He's a great striker. Fantastic. Number 9 in the box. Phenomenal. I never said otherwise. How many career goals has Isak compared to Haaland? I'm asking you now. And I'm telling you, they presented an argument. It's not about putting the ball in the back of the net. Inzaghi scored goals for AC Milan. But he's not a better striker than a lot of people that scored less goals. And also, if Liverpool have the likes of Salah to score goals and verts, you don't think that Isak will score like 25 to 30 goals at Liverpool? Be honest. You don't think if Isak joins Liverpool, he will score 25 to 30 goals? You don't think so? Because I believe it. Haaland played for the best coach in the league ever. And I believe that he's better than Alex Ferguson in the league. Like, there's nobody that creates a system like Pep Guardiola. He's the greatest coach in leagues ever. He can make everything work for his players. Like, I believe Haaland is a good forward, but I believe that Isak is the better player. He creates chances on his own. That is my belief. And guys, I want to ask you something for real. There is going to be a nomination in the Content Creators Award, and I want you guys to go and vote for me. Can you guys go and vote for me? If the voting is open, go and vote for me. I'm going to share the link later, so you guys can vote for me. Mo, Vert, Salah, Isak, Gakpo, or Rodrygo. It's done, Mo. If Rodrygo, Salah, Isak, Verts, yeah, that is a fucking formidable team. That is a formidable team, to be honest with you. It's not step overs. Isak doesn't do step overs. Don't be disingenuous, Martin. Don't be disingenuous, Martin. To all Liverpool fans, Chelsea are not in for Isak. You good? Super chat of the day. 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 Fantastic. Thank you so much. Salah or Mahrez? People use the narrative when it fits them. I'm going to answer you, and a lot of people won't like it. Career-wise and overall, Salah has been more consistent. If you're asking me, yes, Salah had seasons where he literally broke records and did a lot of things. Salah has a career that is better than Mahrez. But if you ask me to choose, I would choose Riyadh, even though I'm Egyptian. That season, let me tell you something. If Salah was at Leicester, the season that Leicester won the league, Leicester might not have won the league. But Mahrez, I think Mahrez is, I love Salah, and you know that I love Salah, and I believe has been the better career and the records and all the numbers and everything. But in the same time, Riyad Mahrez, if Salah was at Leicester, maybe Leicester would not have won the league. Riyad Mahrez is ridiculous. Like, people think that, and by the way, Riyad Mahrez won a treble, won multiple league titles, but he has not been more like consistent like Salah. Riyad Mahrez, and we cannot say that Riyad Mahrez is Pep Guardiola. He literally did it despite of Pep Guardiola. I'm being like, Riyad Mahrez did what he did despite Pep Guardiola, in spite of Pep Guardiola. To be honest. Aboud, thank you, Habibi. You are being so disingenuous, saying because he had a great coach when he also did it for Dortmund. No. At Dortmund, by the way, Erling Haaland used to do things that he didn't do at Man City. So I think you misunderstood. I was talking about the goals he scored at City. At City, Pep Guardiola changed him to be a box striker, Aboud. At Dortmund, I remember him running from halfway line scoring goals. But German Chicken Wing was talking about the number of goals for City. How many goals he scored for City. That is down to how Pep Guardiola utilized Erling Haaland, Aboud. Haaland is not a bad player. I believe that at Dortmund, he was ridiculously good. But you know that his footballing ability has gotten worse a little bit when he got in that City in terms of like driving with the ball, passing, playing outside the box. And he turned more into a finisher, a box striker. Someone that scores goal from inside the box. I want you to check how many goals did Erling Haaland score from inside the box or outside the box at City? That is my point. You ask me, Isak can create his own chance. Like Isak can receive the ball on the left, on the right, and up and create his own chance. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. That is what I see in Isak. I don't see Haaland doing this. Like, I don't see Haaland creating. I don't see Haaland picking up the ball, having two defenders in front of them. What were you talking about? The whole career? How many goals Erling Haaland scored? You're telling me now, and I'm literally telling you, you give Erling Haaland the ball with still a team in front of you. Can he score from there? Can he make something happen by himself? Or he needs service? Or he needs service? Haaland used to do wonders at Dortmund, and that was fantastic by him. But I genuinely think that at City, Pep Guardiola, and that is Pep Guardiola, he gets something out of somebody on its own. Like, and I get it. It's criminal that Mo hasn't won Ballon d'Or, bro. It's not criminal. It's not criminal. Vardy, Vardy's not like Vardy's not the best striker in the world. No one said that. Yeah, and I understand, Raja. That is, I say that he didn't need to do the other things. But when Man City were not doing good and Erling Haaland was asked to do the other thing, right? Was asked to do the other things, he couldn't do it. Like, he couldn't create for himself if nobody creates for him. Mo is set career goals not only at City, so people think Isak is better, right? But by that logic, Mahrez is better than Salah. But Salah scored more goals, if I'm not mistaken. We have eyes. Forget the stats. Wallah al-Azim, I was talking about this with my friends yesterday. Football has turned into numbers only. Allegri said it before. He said, I don't even have a laptop. I have eyes to watch football and decide who's doing good and who's doing bad. We have turned the sport into just stats. It's not about that. It's about, I'm telling you something that Erling Haaland can do. Maybe Erling Haaland is a better finisher than Isak. But Isak creates for himself. Isak creates for himself. Right? I think German Chicken Wing presents good arguments, Tyler. I don't know why I think he presents argument. I actually like arguing with the guy. Even in comment section, but people, you only do this because super chats. I literally actually reply to his comments because he presents argument. What happened to Kizunozovia, Liverpool made? By the way, Hazard is bigger than Mo. Probably. I know it's a joke. It's your opinion that Hazard is bigger than Mo. It's your opinion, by the way. Unpopular opinion, Kudus is more talented than Saka. What happened? It happened again. It happened again. Someone sent a super chat. Maybe. It happened again. Fuck me. YouTube just deducted super chats from the stream for some whatever fucking reason. I don't know why. It literally deducted someone's super chat. Someone's either they did it It's ridiculous. That is crazy, actually. You know, you remember that happened before, back in the days when someone used to do something crazy. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I'm going to have to go, guys. I am out of it. I want to thank everyone that is here supporting the channel. I want to thank you guys all for being supportive. That probably will be the last morning stream for you guys for a bit until I get back here to Egypt. I want to thank you for the support. We reached 400 likes. We're on the verge of 40,000 subscribers soon. Inshallah, guys. I'm not sure if the link... Okay, let me see the link. I don't think the link is here yet. Let me see. Yeah, right here. I think it's right here. I don't think... I don't think the voting is open yet. I'm just gonna put it on my Twitter or on the post, the community. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. Appreciate all the support. It's not here yet. They're not. Only the nominations are open. But you can go. By the way, you can go. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Actually, this is great. Okay, here is the link. You can actually try this. Click this link. You can nominate me as well. You can nominate me. Nominate myself, Judge Mo. Click on this link and nominate myself. That'd be great. Thank you so much, guys. Anyway, I'm going to go. Appreciate you people. Thank you for the support and all the massive support that happened here. I will talk to you guys soon. We're out of here, people.